Former paramilitary leader Rodrigo Tovar is invading Colombia following deportation from the United States. French President Emmanuel Macron will meet with Belarus opposition leader Svetlana Tikhanovskaya during his visit to Lithuania. Malian transitional authorities held a meeting to lift current sanctions imposed by ECOWAS. From the headquarters of TeleSUR English in Havana, Cuba, this is former paramilitary leader Rodrigo is already in Colombia following deportation from the United States after serving a 12-year sentence. After serving a 12-year sentence, the former head of the northern bloc of the self-defense from which he was extradited 12 years ago by former President faces a judicial investigation for alleged procedural fraud. According to local media, Jorge 40 is the first in a chain of deportations to Colombia that could be followed by Luis Enrique Comba Calle Serna, Miguel Ángel El Mellizo Mejía, and Salvatore Mancuso. Latin American women's and feminist groups continue their struggle for the right to legal and safe abortion. Marked September 28th, which is International Safe Abortion Day, and celebrated as the Day of Action for Decriminalization of Abortion. Different organizations and social movements in favor of the full rights of women to terminate. It must be recalled that abortion remains illegal in many countries across the world, costing millions of lives. According to the World Health Organization, each year between 4.7% and 13% of maternal deaths can be attributed to unsafe abortion. And several feminist and human rights organizations mobilized as the struggle for abortion rights continues. Events took place in the cities of Santiago and Necochea with the objective to arrive at Congress to demand the approval of the approval of the voluntary announced by President Alberto Fernandez on March 1st. According to statistics published by feminist publication more than 39,000 women and girls more than 39,000 women and girls were admitted to related to abortions in 2019, of which 16% were aged between 10 and 19 years old. And Mexican social organizations and unions marched to the main square of Mexico City this Monday to demand the right to legal and safe abortion throughout the country. Mexico City and Oaxaca are the only regions of the country where abortion is decriminalized. Clashes were reported, but feminist activists remain on the streets, stressing that the legislation is still insufficient and demanding the full legalization of abortion without restrictions in order to bring down the mortality rate of women undergoing clandestine abortions. And in Bolivia, the de facto government has fired the Minister Oscar Ortiz, proposing the signing of a decree that contemplates the privatization of a public company. Ortiz stressed that contrary to reports, he had not resigned from his post, but he had been signed from his post. He clarified that his dismissal was due to a disagreement with government Murillo. The move demonstrates the splits within the de facto government as the general election factor government. Ortiz became the second Bolivian official ousted from Murillo after Attorney General José María Cabrera was dismissed after questioning the privatization of an electricity company.
I am aware that I have had deep differences with different public administration measures. I will always put my principles above any interest, no matter how important the position, such as that I currently hold. Nothing justifies going against the principles and ethics that have always guided my actions.
And shortly after the dismissal of the de facto Minister of Economy, de facto Labor Minister Oscar Mercado confirmed his resignation in a statement. Mercado did not offer any details on what led to his resignation from the post. He has held since December 2019. He has held the crisis within the de facto government of Bolivia, headed by Janine Áñez, has intensified with the departure of three members of her cabinet in the space of a week. Venezuelan authorities delivered the country's truth report to the United Nations Resident Coordinator, The report entitled "The Truth of Venezuela Report and Testimonies of the Country Under Siege" was delivered to the UN official by Foreign Minister Jorge Arreaza and Attorney General Tarek William. And Attorney General Tarek outlines the systematic human rights violations conducted by sectors of the Venezuelan opposition who have promoted violence, threats, and the economic blockade against the country. Meanwhile, a copy of the report was also delivered to the diplomatic representative of the Holy See in order to counter the allegations against the Venezuelan government goes by the Lima Group, which seeks to undermine the work being done by Venezuela's Human Rights Commission. Venezuelan Attorney General Tarek William Saab noted that the report promoted by the Lima Group on alleged human rights violations in the country seeks to sabotage the collaboration between Venezuelan authorities and the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Michelle Bachelet.
That commission that was born of an initiative of the Lima Group intends to undermine, to destroy, to hinder the work. The United Nations has charged the office of former President Michelle Bachelet, the office of former the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. The United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. Because if indeed they have been working in the field with justice institutions for a year, in order to correct for a year, contribute to the resolution of human rights issues, contribute to the resolution of human rights issues. Why then did another parallel commission suddenly emerge? To what end?
Likewise, the Attorney General warned of the manipulation of the issue of human rights in order to justify foreign intervention in Venezuela.
To seek an imperialist military intervention in our country. The concept is being used for that purpose. The concept is being used for that purpose. The report by this mercenary group appears because they have been paid $5 million US. They have been paid $5 million US. To present a report against crimes against humanity, which talks about crimes against humanity. I'm going to repeat it for the upteenth time. There must be a policy of systematic and permanent extermination of a faction or permanent extermination whether it is political, social, or whether it is political. That is not the case in Venezuela. And that is not the case in Venezuela. And in other countries belonging to this group that attack Venezuela.
And we'll be right back after this very short break, so don't go away. Welcome back to From the South. French President Emmanuel Macron will meet with Belarus opposition leader during his visit to the Lithuanian Tihanovskaya, who fled to Lithuania after claiming victory in the disputed election, said on Monday that she had requested a meeting and called on mediate and called on Macron. Macron confirmed he would meet her on Tuesday morning during his three-day visit to Lithuania and Latvia, marking a fresh initiative from the French leader the French leader in a political crisis in Lebanon to resolve a political crisis in Lebanon. For security and cooperation in Europe and vote to ensure that Belarus and though the French leader also insisted that dialogue with Moscow was necessary.
Our vision of things is that if we want to build lasting peace, is that if we want to build lasting peace with Russia, because we share a history with Russia, because we share a history over the United States is a soil that has some soil that has experienced pressure, has experienced we cannot pretend as Europe is an island far from Europe is an island far from Russia.
U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo announced the creation of a global coalition thus escalating the political rhetoric. According to the Secretary of State, the United States is faced with the task of dealing weather to prevent the prospect of a Chinese century. Analysts forecast that the U.S. would fail in its attempt to join its aggressive commercial policy against China, following rejection of its trade war. French Finance Minister Bruno Le Maire stressed that France would not ban investment while the German enterprise Dutch Telecom has reiterated its intention to negotiate contracts with the Chinese firm. Pope Francis announced that he will not receive U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, who will visit Italy from tomorrow to attend the symposium on the advancement of defense freedom organized by the U.S. Embassy, influence the U.S. election campaign. According to experts, relations between the Vatican and the United States have experienced an extraordinary hardening. The Pope's refusal came after Washington criticized the renewal of an agreement between China and the Vatican regarding the appointment of Chinese Catholic bishops.
Creo que ha llegado el momento preciso de que me digas ¿qué narices hago aquí?
Tranquilo, Chemita, que no pasa
This
nada.
Monday, Spain's Supreme Court upheld the ruling barring Catalonia from public office for a period of 18 months on panel of judges anonymously agreed to confirm the decision of the Barcelona issued on December last year, which also included a fine of 30,000 euros. The case against Torras was presented following his refusal and other signs of support for Yale Catalan parties on power yielded ahead of the April 2019 general elections. The court claimed that Torras' action was civil disobedience, taking into account a previous order from the Electoral Commission in Madrid that had stated all partition symbols must be removed from public institutions in the lead-up to elections. Torras is expected to be replaced in office by his deputy, who also represents the separatist party, until a new election is held in the region. Police in Catalonia made the preparations for possible demonstrations in the wake of the ruling. And Joaquim Torra condemned the Supreme Court ruling to ban him from public office for a period of 18 months.
I don't abandon the cause, and I don't give up. And even less do I accept this sentence that wants to overthrow Catalonia's government. Do we need to accept the repression against the fair cause of Catalonia's independence is affected by all of us. I will take freedom of expression. I will take freedom of expression, and we will win independence to Europe. And we will win. We want independence. We want self-determination. But above all, we want equality democracy for our country. We want equality democracy for our country. We will have the chance to move in this direction in elections. In a few months. There has to be a turning point. There has to be a turning point and a new mandate that confirms the referendum of the 1st of October.
Meanwhile, thousands of protesters supporting Catalan independence gathered in Barcelona on Monday to express their rejection of the Supreme Court's decision to bar regional President Torra from office. The ruling has triggered a new period of political uncertainty in the northeastern region, where independence demands have caused Spain's biggest constitutional crisis in decades. Hundreds of medical residents in the autonomous community of Catalonia began a second week of strikes this Monday to demand better working conditions. Young doctors who have only recently graduated from medical school staged a sit-down protest in Barcelona. They stressed that the COVID-19 pandemic has forced them into the front line of hospitals and primary health care without adequate training and guidance. They also denounced their low salaries, rejecting the proposed increase of 5% on their base salary in 2 years. The union representing young doctors in Catalonia has announced that they will continue the strike action throughout this week.
If we are in the emergency unit, we should have an assistant with us. We shouldn't be taking decisions at 3 a.m. We shouldn't be taking decisions at 3 a.m. that could have serious consequences on our patients. We are not prepared for this, and we don't have the according salary or their responsibility.
We are here because we are asking for our labor rights to be respected. Medical residents not only have a work contract, but a training contract. We are about to start a residency and we want to fight for this right.
Following an official meeting on Monday, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and Portuguese Prime Minister António Costa stressed that the failure to strike a final deal with the EU could make things worse in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic.
In this sense, we want an agreement. Still convinced that an agreement is still possible. And I call on the responsibility. I call on the responsibility. Our economies on both sides of the channels on both sides of the channels by the pandemic, hit, and we should do everything possible. And we should find an agreement that is manageable. Find an agreement that so that we do not increase the negative impact on our economy.
The exit treaty is an international treaty. The exit treaty is an international treaty. From our end, we will respect it, and certainly the UK we will respect the same. And certainly it is critical how everything goes now. It is critical how every relationship now. As allies and NATO members, and nothing can undermine the trust in the relationship between the EU and the United Kingdom. Between the EU and the United Kingdom.
The foreign ministers of Poland and Hungary held official talks to address bilateral relations while highlighting the rejection of the European Union's new migration pact.
Today also we discussed about the migration issue. We reject the European Commission's migration pact. We reject the European Commission's friendly document. It is a migration-friendly document, which could ignite possible new waves of migrants towards Europe. In the current situation, any new waves of migration would not only make but also serious health risk. Regarding the migration issue, this matter needs a deeper discussion because the current EU plan does not give the right to the receiving country to decide whom the country would like to accept, and also the plan would not allow the migrants to decide where they want to go. We will defend our views according to these objections.
And we have more stories coming up after this final short break. So stay with us. Welcome back to From the South. Malian transitional authorities held a meeting on Monday with participation of the new Prime Minister, which has been a condition of the ECOWAS bloc to military coup sanctions imposed after during his first day in office on Monday. Mali's new Prime Minister met with his cabinet members in the capital Bamako. The new Prime Minister, aged 64, served as Foreign Minister during Amadou Toumi Toure's presidency. Meanwhile, interim President Nada is former colonel and defense minister and was sworn in before Mali's Supreme Court on Friday with the military junta chief Assimi Goita as his deputy. Tensions are escalating between Azerbaijan and Armenia, with battles over the disputed region of Nagorno-Karabakh. There are international calls for calm after the heaviest fighting between the two sides in years. On Monday, Azerbaijani authorities announced the attacks of the Armenian army against the city of Terter and promised retaliatory measures. Meanwhile, the Armenian Ministry of Defense said significant successes that continued on Sunday night in the conflict zone of Nagorno-Karabakh. The clashes between the two former Soviet republics which fought in the 1990s were the latest flare-up of the long-running conflict over the breakaway region that is located inside Azerbaijan, Both sides have reported civilian casualties as the danger of a new war heightens. And this Monday, China called for Armenia and Azerbaijan to act calmly, following the fighting between the two countries.
We believe that it is in the interest of all the parties. We believe that it is in the interest of all the parties, including Armenia and Azerbaijan, to maintain the parties involved can act with calmness. We hope the parties involved can act with calmness, further escalation and take measures. We hope they can dissolve contradictions and differences. We hope they can dissolve contradictions and differences through dialogues.
Likewise, this Monday, Iran called for an end to the fighting between Armenia and Azerbaijan and said it was ready to facilitate talks and a ceasefire between its two neighbors.
The situation in the region does not support this violence. We immediately told our friends in Azerbaijan and Armenia to end this conflict as soon as possible and to end this conflict as soon as possible and start talks. We believe that an immediate ceasefire, the cessation of hostilities and the opening of bilateral talks is the only final solution to this issue. Iran's policy has not changed. Iran's policy has not changed.
Authorities in Zimbabwe announced 12 new elephant deaths on Monday, taking the death toll connected with the outbreak of a suspected bacterial infection to 34.
We first discovered, I think, dead elephant from August. I think, and the numbers have been increasing. And so over the last numbers have been increasing of at least, so over the last 2 months, 34 of at least elephants, 34 which succumbed. Which elephants we discovered the dead bodies. Those elephants we discovered the dead bodies in the area between where we have apples. We ruled out things like anthrax. We ruled out poaching was also ruled out because the poaching was also ruled out because the tusks were intact. So tusks were intact. Anthrax was negative. So the test that we did was negative. So there was an indication that we did infection. There was an indication of
and we have come to the end of this news briefing. Remember, you can find these and many other stories on our website at TeleSUR. You can also join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For TeleSUR English, I'm Laura Palmeiro. Thank you for watching.